Hi, this is Lou Covey and Craig Mosier. We're back with Lou and Craig Go to the Ballot Box, and today we're looking at Proposition 40. And I wish it could be as simple as saying yes or no to this.
But
it isn't.
It's not. It would be nice if this made sense, but this is another case of a ballot prop that is constructed in a way to drive sane, thoughtful, attentive people to distraction.
Yeah.
So, first of all, here's the basic problem. This is an attempt to thwart the will of the voters that's already been expressed. We created a commission to do redistricting. After every census, we do redistricting depending on where people have moved to. That's normal. It used to be the legislature did it, which was an extremely political process, as you might imagine. The commission was an attempt to make this less of a political process. We're still figuring out if that's the outcome or not, but they haven't had one entire turn yet, and they're trying to change the rules. And so Prop 40 comes into play. Now the problem is, if you oppose this, you vote yes.
Yes.
If you oppose this effort to thwart the commission before it's had time to do one part of its job, before they've had a chance to do it one time, then you need to vote yes. If you want to throw out the commission's redistricting plan, you vote no. This is custom designed to confuse every human being in California who plans to vote. And that is a major problem with it. The other problem is this has become largely moot. Just recently, state courts have ruled that if they're called upon to draw up a district plan, it's going to look just like the commission's. And so the people who are trying to get this to happen, to thwart the commission, have thrown up their hands and they're not actively campaigning anymore. So this is almost a dead letter, although we'll see if the voters get the memo. And it's still confusing because if they vote no, thinking that they're saying, no, that's not what I want to do, they've in fact supported this. If you're not confused yet, you haven't been paying any attention. That's the problem here. Lou, what do you think?
Well, I would like there to be three particular choices on this, to be yes, no, or hell no. But as Craig has explained, saying no, being really opposed to this whole idea of sending this stuff back to the legislature or to try and deal with this issue before we've actually seen if this is going to work, just ticks me off. So I guess at this point saying yes would be my hell no.
Yes means no, right is wrong, up is down, black is white. It's just like the Cold War.
So let's be very clear. If you want to give the redistricting program that we have put in place as the voters by a large majority,
Yep.
then you vote yes. You say yes, you want to keep it as it is. Okay? If you think that you would like to turn back the redistricting process to the courts and to the legislature and to other politicians, vote no. If you trust legislators to do this, vote no.
And the other complication here is this doesn't affect state assembly districts.
No, it's just the Senate.
This doesn't affect the federal districts for elections. This is just about state Senate districts, which is so bizarre, I barely know what to do. I've got to tell you, you're not going to like this, but the people in back of this is largely the Republican Party.
Yes, and I want to say something about that.
They did not believe that they got a fair shake from the commission, so they're trying to undo what the voters said, which is let the commission do its work. That strikes me as, I don't know, a very elaborate kind of sour grapes.
Well, here's my position on this, and I'm going to make a very strong statement about the Republican Party in the state of California. I would have been a lifelong Republican. I mean, my father was a Republican. My mother from England was a Tory, so we come from a very honest conservative background. And my opinion of the California Republican Party is that a bunch of legless monkeys could do a better job.
Legless?
So, legless. They can still crawl around on their arms.
You've just defended legless monkeys everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
The issue is that they don't know what they're doing. And anything that the Republican Party gets behind, quite frankly, I'm against. So as soon as I see that, I'm going to go the opposite direction.
To say that, I won't comment that broadly, but to say that this particular measure was wrong-headed, perhaps, and certainly pretty undemocratic, is and not just in terms of the party, but in terms of the voters have expressed what they want to do. Let's give it a try. If we don't like it, we have future ballot props that could change it back or change it again.
Yeah.
But this is not the time. It hasn't even worked once yet.
Yeah.
The 2012 election is when we're implementing the commission's plan for the first time. Let's let that continue. They attempted to stop it for November, or at least for the future elections. Well, vote yes to say no on Prop 40.
And that's it. We will be back with one more episode to talk about what's wrong with the proposition system. Okay, this is Lou Covey and Craig Mosier, and we're back with the last episode of Craig and Lou Go to the Ballot Box. And today we're going to talk about what's wrong with the ballot system, the proposition system in the state of California. Craig, what is wrong with the ballot system or the proposition system in the state of California?
Everything.
And I agree. This has been Craig and Lou with Craig and Lou Go to the Ballot Box. Come back in 4 years and we'll see if we've survived.